Hi, in this video we'll discuss about how to create equipments in AutoCAD Plant 3D. In AutoCAD Plant 3D, you can create equipments by using Create tool available in the equipment panel. This Create tool allows you to create predefined equipments such as motors and pumps. This Create tool also allows you to create your own equipment such as horizontal vessels and vertical vessels. In AutoCAD Plant 3D, in addition to creating equipments by using this Create tool, you can also create equipments by using AutoCAD solid models and surface models. Creating equipment by using AutoCAD solid models and surface models we'll discuss in next video. Now let's start here with creating equipments by using this Create tool. Click here in this Create tool to display the Create Equipment dialog box. This Create Equipment dialog box is used to select the required type of equipment to be created and then also allow you to further modify their parameters as required. You can click in this down arrow to select the required type of equipment. The moment you click here, it displays the list of different classes of equipment available in AutoCAD Plant 3D. You can move the cursor over the required class. It further displays the different type of equipment available in that class. Let's say here in the pump. These are the different type of pumps available in the pump class. You can select the required type of pump from this list. Let's say in this case centrifugal pump. After selecting the required type of equipment from this list, in the bottom side you can see here it displays the graphical representation of the equipment selected, and in the right hand side it displays two tabs. One is the equipment, second is the properties. In the equipment tab, first you can specify here the tag number of the equipment being created. So you can click here to display the assign tag dialog box and then assign the tag number, let's say 100 in this case, and then choose the assign button. So after assigning the tag number for the equipment, here in the bottom side in the dimension area you can modify the dimension value of the equipment. For modifying this dimension value, you can get the reference from this graphical representation of the equipments, and then accordingly you can modify the dimension value here by entering new value as required. Once similarly you can modify all the dimensions value as required. So once the dimension value of the equipment has been modified, you can switch to the properties tab for further modification of the equipment. In this properties tab, since it's a predefined centrifugal pump, it will not allow you to modify nozzle size and number of nozzles here. You can, from this drop down, you can select the number of nozzles, that is 2 available here. You can select the required nozzle and then in the bottom it displays the information about the selected nozzle. On selecting nozzle 2, the size of the nozzle 2 is 8 inches, and when you select the nozzle 1, it displays the size is 6 inch. You can modify the size of the nozzles that we'll discuss later in this video. And then in the bottom side you can specify different information for the centrifugal pump being added in their respective fields. You can specify information related to material in this field, information related to material code in this field. You can any short description about the equipments being created. So you can specify different information in their respective tabs, and then you can choose the create button to create the equipment. Before you choose the create button, you need to understand about the templates button here in the lower left side corner. This template button allows you to save the equipment for the future references. So it means that the equipment that you are creating, you can save it as a reference and use it in the next time. So in this way, you no need to specify the parameters again and again for creating the same equipment. So choose the create tool, create button from here. Now you can see here the equipment is attached with the cursor, and in the command prompt you can see here it's prompting us to specify the insertion point. So you can click here in the drawing area to specify the insertion point, and now you can see here the compass is displaying. This compass help you to specify the right orientation of the equipment in the drawing area. You can also specify the angle value of orientation here in the command prompt, or you can click in the drawing area to specify the orientation. So once the equipment has been placed in the drawing area, you can zoom it here and now move the cursor over the nozzle. Now you can see here, as you are hovering the cursor over the nozzle, it displaying the nozzle information. So now this nozzle size is of 8 inch. Now if you further want to modify this nozzle size, you can click here, left mouse button, and then move the cursor over this pencil size icon. It's edit nozzle. Click here to display the edit nozzle window. You can select the required size of nozzle from this list, let's say 6, and then select the nozzle type from here and then choose the cancel button to cancel it. Notice that as you selecting the required size and nozzle type, the same moment the modification is done in the graphic area. Just close this window. Now in this way you can modify the nozzle size and nozzle parameters. Now to modify the other parameters of the equipment, you can choose the modified equipment tool from here. Choose this one. It will prompt you to select the equipment to be modified. Just move the cursor over the equipment to be modified and click the left mouse button. The moment you click the left mouse button, it displays modified equipment dialog box. This modified equipment dialog box is same as of create equipment dialog box, and you can modify the parameters as required in this dialog box and then choose the OK button. With this we are done with creating equipments by using create tool. Similar to this one, you can create different type of equipments in AutoCAD Plant 3D by using this create tool. We'll discuss more about creating equipments by using AutoCAD solid models and surface model in our next video. Thanks.